All right, take 2. 26, whatever. All right, so we got ATV, 4-wheel drive. So, sorry, I'm getting in the light. So we've got our front differential right here. It's this big old piece right there. We've got our front drive shaft right here. That goes into the transmission. And the problem that we have, and let me get things a little put together here. So we've got our propeller shaft, which hooks right up into front diff, comes back. This sleeve right here goes on top of that and then on top of the front drive shaft. So let me take this out. Oh, it reseated itself. There we go. Get that out. You don't need that. So how this works is this sits on, get a better angle. This sits on the front drive shaft, okay? And it sits roughly here before it's engaged. As you can tell, there's a little bit of spacing in there. So that spacing is what sits here before you put it into 4-wheel drive. Once you put it into 4-wheel drive, the drive shaft itself pushes forward and engages on those teeth. Okay? Problem is, one of the problems is that this only pushes forward so much. So it pushes forward about right there. So we still have a lot of teeth left over. Issue that we're coming across here is this bolt. Now what this bolt does, let me show you. This bolt goes into this sleeve. See how it comes out this end? Well, on the front drive shaft, I don't know if you can see it, there's a hole there. It's threaded. So this, I'm going to take the bolt out because you don't need it in there, but for demonstration purposes, the sleeve gets on there, the bolt is in there, and it gets torqued down to a certain torque spec. Keeps this at a specific distance away from front drive shaft. Problem that we're getting is that the factory is not torquing it down. And the result that we get, let me grab a flashlight, get a little bit of light on here, is this. Focus. Those teeth are being eaten away. Now, interesting part. Those teeth, I have found them. They currently reside, I don't know if you can see it, but you see that gunk that's down towards the end of those teeth? That's the remainder of those teeth. That's what's left of them. And then if we flip this over, go on the other side, you can kind of see more gunk and crud in there. You got some grease, so the gray part, but then at the top of the gray part, you can see a bunch of gunk and crap. That, I'm assuming, is from front drive shaft, as well as bits of this washer, because the washer comes loose. And then also, if we take a look at the bolt itself, sorry, you can see, if we focus, take the light off of it, that's better without the light. The first two threads, the first thread is gone. And then the second and the third thread, the second one's flattened out, the third one's in the process of flattening out. And if we look even closer, I don't know if we can focus, you can see in that bolt, we have a bunch of gunk that's picked up too. You can see right in the center about of that bolt, that's some remnants of those teeth in there. Problem that we get is when this happens, we got the sleeve on there, we engage front wheel or 4-wheel drive, and then this just spins, making a clicking noise because it's clicking on what the tiny little bits what's left of those teeth, plus the bolt and the washer spinning around inside of this. No bueno. Absolutely no bueno. And I've got to replace this seal that's gone bad. 3,100 miles on this machine. That's all it took. Alright, that's all I got. Been long enough. If anybody else has this same problem, removing this front drive shaft is not easy. And I can show you, if you can see right down into there, see that silver bolt, not in the most front, but in the most rear servo bolt there, little bolt head. And you've got the gray sealant or gasket sealer. That's where it comes to. That's where it ends, and then it connects to the rest of the clutch housing. So it runs the whole full course from up there all the way through to here. And to be able to get it out, you need to undo 3 bolts that are down in there. So you have to take the entire engine out, and that is no easy task. Not for somebody doing it themselves. It's easy for somebody that has a shop and all the equipment for it. Unfortunately, I don't have all the equipment for it, so this goes to the shop. But this is most likely a warranty issue. I have to look that up still, check our warranty status for everything, but I'm pretty sure this is a warranty problem. I've already got one in the shop. I've got another one that's making a similar noise. But yeah, there we go.